welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Charlotte Alexa and I make videos on beauty, fashion and baking. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do this peachy rose gold glowy makeup look, which as you can see involves a lot of highlighting. I'm kidding, it's actually really easy to do. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get into this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some Phosphate lotion on my face, but for you can just use your regular moisturizer. Okay, whoops, I forgot to pin back my hair. I'm just gonna do that with this pink headband. Next step is concealer, and for concealer I am using the Benefit boi-ing Industrial Strength Concealer in the lightest shade they had. And to apply this, I'm just going to use this little concealer brush, and what I'm going to do is just pop it on all the places where I have a blemish. For bigger areas that I want to conceal, like my chin or under my eyes, I'm going to be taking a beauty blender. Okay, now that is done, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I recently got my eyebrows like waxed and dyed, so I don't need to shape them too much. All I'm going to do is take the Precisely My Brow Pencil and just follow the outline of my eyebrows here and fill it in a bit at the end. I'm not going to fill it in at the front because then, you know, your eyebrows will be like one big line. Three very important things to remember when doing your eyebrows is 1. Don't go crazy with trying to shape them, because your eyebrows are meant to be the shape that they are. They're that way for a reason, so please don't go in there and go like crazy with the eyebrow pencil and start drawing like all up your forehead. Okay, tip number 2 is don't try to shave them or shape them yourself with an eyebrow razor if you don't know what you're doing. All I do is go and get them waxed, but if I don't have time to do that, I'll just take an eyebrow razor and just go like, you know, to get the little hairs that are underneath. Also, I really would recommend dyeing your eyebrows or tinting them, because that just makes putting on makeup so much easier, because then I can just, you know, quickly go over any patchy bits and it's done. So now that I've gone on ranting about eyebrows, it is time to set them using my Benefit Ready Set Brow Gel. I just realized that I completely forgot to do primer, so the primer that I was going to use is the Collection Primed and Ready Anti-Fatigue Illuminating Primer in the shade Warm Apricot. You're supposed to put primer on before you put any concealer or bronzer or whatever, but what I'm actually going to do is put it on top of the concealer just because it's illuminating and brightening, and since this is like a glowy makeup tutorial, then your face will already be kind of glowy before you put any other product on. If you're doing this, put it on before the concealer. Okay, now back to the makeup tutorial. Now it is time for bronzer, and the bronzer I'm using is the Becca Bali Sands Sun Lip Bronzer. Because this is a glowy tutorial, I thought, you know, just make your face a bit sparkly. I'm just applying this with a directional powder brush from number 7. Don't forget to take it down your neck a little bit so that your whole, you know, neck and face is one color. Moving on to blusher. For blusher, take a guess what I'm using. Oh, surprisingly, Kylie Cosmetics Barely Legal Pressed Blush Powder. It is my favorite. I've already sung its praises in my other makeup videos. Very subtle, very nice, and looks very natural. So just sweep this along your cheekbone like that. Now it is time to do the eyeshadow, and those of you who may be concerned, I have not forgot highlighter. This makeup tutorial solely relies on the highlighter, but what I'm going to do is put on my eye makeup first. Before I apply any eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply some Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. Eyeshadow primer is really important because it makes sure that your eyeshadow stays on all day and doesn't fade or lose color. The first thing I'm going to do for the eyes is apply some Becca Bali Sands bronzer onto the lid of my eyes using the dual eyeshadow brush from, I googled it, it was Rite AID, it wasn't CVS. I've been lying to you for the past 2 videos. Yeah, it's just an unbranded makeup brush that I got at that I got at Rite Aid, and it's my favorite. It's amazing. I'm going to be taking the bronzer on this fluffy side of the brush and just rubbing that all over the lid up into the crease. I love to apply bronzer as eyeshadow because actually it's really pigmented, and looking at this you wouldn't know it was bronzer. It looks like regular eyeshadow, but the only difference is you don't need to get out so many makeup palettes, go out and buy it. You already have it right here. The next thing I'm going to do is take this Mercier eye color brush and spray it with a bit of Badescu Rose Water Spray. This is just to wet the brush because I'm going to be applying some Too Faced Papa Don't Peach infused blush. This is a peach infused glittery blush. This makes a really beautiful eyeshadow. I like to wet the brush just because it gets a bit more product so that it looks more shimmery on your eyes. Also, I love the name of this, you know, like the song Papa Don't Preach. Okay, now that it's in my head because of this, and apply it all over your lid. I think this makes such a pretty eyeshadow because it's just so warm and peachy, and I think this is really flattering on any skin tone. Okay, next step is mascara, and by now you guys know the drill. I curl my lashes with this Tarte sparkly eyelash curler. My go-to mascara is always Too Faced Better Than Sex. Okay, if you saw my last makeup tutorial, I had like a whole, you know, thing about whether this is called Better Than Sex or Better Than Love because the name changed, but it's this mascara from Too Faced. Then what I do is take an empty dried up bottle of my whatever mascara. I'm using a tiny like tester version of the Better Than Sex one that is empty, and since it still has a little bit of product left, what I do is go through my lashes again, and it acts as a comb, but since there's still a little bit of product left on the brush, then it also helps to lengthen and further volumize your lashes. Time for highlighting. Because this look is very glowy and warm, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Ultra Glow Loose Powder Highlight. This is from the summer collection, so I don't believe that this is still available. But on the website currently they do have other loose highlighters in similar colors. The brush I am using is the Sephora Pro Highlight Brush number 98. What I do with the highlight is brush it along my cheekbones and then work it a little bit up my forehead because I think it looks kind of weird if your highlight just stops right at your hairline. This highlight is so beautiful. What I'm going to do now is put a tiny bit of that highlight on my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow and under my brow bone. The brush I'm using to apply highlight to those parts of my face is this unbranded eyeshadow brush from Boots. Nose highlight is my favorite part. What I'm going to do now is apply some lip balm from The Body Shop. For the lip color, I am using Peyote. I think that's how you say it. Love this lipstick because it's very neutral. It's kind of like pinky, peachy, and I love how it's metallized, so it's nice and shiny as well. Okay, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos on baking, beauty, and fashion. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye!